12 years ago, we started making videos! I say this every single year, but it's very hard to believe. Why am I speaking so high-pitched? Hello, L8RG8R2U, and welcome to our 12-year anniversary video. It is very hard to believe because now we're just 2 years away from the channel being the same age I was when I started making videos. I've been at this for far too long. But, welcome to 12 years, I've said that 3 times, so let's move on to other stuff. We're going to be doing the same thing we do every year, where we talk about our projects on the previous year, talk about what we're doing going forward, and promising stuff that's not going to fall through because I am terrible at keeping my promises, yeah. So, I said last year that one of my bigger focuses was going to be to kind of catch up on overdue stuff that I've been wanting to do on the channel for a long time. Now, we didn't quite catch up on bonus videos in the way that I wanted to. We did finish the Kirby 64 video, and I have made some progress on some of the other ones. We're hopefully going to be seeing the next batch of bonus videos on the channel pretty soon after this video is released. But the big thing is that we did some Let's Plays that I've been wanting to do for a while that just haven't gotten around to until last year. We started off with the original Tomb Raider. This one, I'm really happy that we finally were able to get around to doing this one, because I've been wanting to do another Tomb Raider Let's Play for a long time. The thing is, though, it was tricky to figure out which one I wanted to do, because the Legend Trilogy is my favorite game in the series, and we already finished all 3 of them, and I figured, well, Tomb Raider, the original one, would be a pretty fun one as well, but the thing with that one is that it has the same story as Anniversary, and we already did that one twice. And so I was thinking maybe Tomb Raider 2013, but then when I tried recording that one, I just kept comparing it to the original one, so I was like, you know what, screw it, I'll just play the original one instead. So the original one happened. And now it's outdated because there's a remaster coming! Yeah! It's just my luck that when a game I've been wanting to do for a while, it finally happens on the channel, a modern remaster, re-release, or whatever gets announced, and it makes the original one outdated. And it happened twice last year! We'll get to the other one soon enough. So I was already happy with how this Let's Play turned out. I would like to cover more of the original PlayStation Tomb Raider games. This one's definitely my favorite, so I was really happy with how this one turned out. And I'm also really happy because with the remaster, we can now have the opportunity to demonstrate the expansion levels. So the original Tomb Raider game has some expansion packs that I wasn't able to showcase during the Let's Play because they were only ever released on PC, I don't have a way to record it, and they'd never gotten a re-release, not even on Steam or anything like that. But they're going to be included in the remasters coming out pretty soon, and I'm really excited about that. So the Tomb Raider Let's Play is going to be given a bit of a revisit pretty soon on the channel, and I'm pretty excited about that. Next up, Game & Watch The Legend of Zelda! This is one of the stupidest ideas I've ever had for a Let's Play, but I'm so glad I did it because I actually really liked how these videos turned out. So, the story behind this one was that this was originally going to be a 12 Days of Gaming video last year, but the video just didn't work out because something else that I wanted to do was a bit more of a priority for that year's lineup. And when I was trying to record it and I decided not to go through with it, I was like, you know what, that was a fun setup, and I like this idea. Maybe I could turn this into a Let's Play. So that ended up becoming our big April Fool Let's Play for 2023. And I don't want to say that there's going to be an April Fool Let's Play every single year or anything like that, but I would love to do more like this. Just more oddball Let's Plays that really shouldn't work in any capacity, but they're just really fun to work on. So I really liked how this Let's Play turned out, and this one has I have a bit of a fond memory with this one, but we'll get into that a little bit later when we talk about shoutouts to other people on the channel and things like that. And the last game that we started this year was Pikmin 2. This was easily the most requested game that I'd ever gotten in the channel's history. It was a common request whenever I'd ask it for viewers to vote on making a Let's Play, and the fact that we did Pikmin 1 and then skipped 2 and went straight to 3 kind of didn't help that, and it always just felt like a weird one that we never got around to doing this one, but I'm happy that we finally were able to do it. Is what I would be saying if it weren't for the fact that they announced the Switch port halfway through the Let's Play. Thank you, Nintendo, I love you too! So the thing is, I joke about this, but in all actuality, even if the Switch port was released before the Let's Play started, I think I would have still done the Wii version, because the Wii version is just the one I'm more comfortable with. I like the controls in that one a bit more, and I think the product placement is a bit funnier to talk about in that game. They don't have the product placement in the Switch version, but like, I just find it really funny that this Let's Play got delayed for 7 years, and when we were finally doing it, then they announced a port that's easier to record and things like that. But I'm happy that it happened. I do have it on my Switch. I haven't played it yet, but I'm really enjoying Pikmin 2. We're not quite done with this one yet. We did finish the main story with paying off the debt, but we still have the post-game to go through. And this also just happened at a really important time because 2023 was a really big struggle for me personally. And the fact that I was playing a game that I have so many fond memories of with Mini Beanie. And even if Pikmin 2 is kind of a pain in the butt to play at times, especially with the stupid water race and the stupid... It's a fun game, I swear, I like it. Next up, we're going to be talking about 2 other games that we started in 2022 that we finished in 2023. Animal Crossing New Horizons and Super Mario Odyssey. These were both kind of big, time-consuming projects. That's kind of the big reason why we didn't get to do that 4th game, because usually in the channel's history, we, on average, start at least 4 new Let's Plays a year, but we only did 3 in 2023. This is kind of the big reason why. New Horizons and Mario Odyssey were really big time commitments to work on. Especially Mario Odyssey, but we'll get into that one. Because Animal Crossing New Horizons, this one, it felt like I had to improvise a lot on how I was going to structure the Let's Play, because I did not expect it to take so long to get Keiko Slider onto the island. I didn't expect it to take so long to start Happy Home Paradise, and then when we started recording Happy Home Paradise, I did not expect it to be as much of a time commitment to record as it turned out to be. Every episode ended up taking like an hour long to go through, and it was a pretty fun time, and I'm really happy with how it turned out. I just kind of wish I had the foresight to properly plan that better, because there definitely are a couple things that I would have done differently with Happy Home Paradise if I had known about like how long it would take to record ahead of time. But this was still a pretty fun one. We're not quite done with it yet, because we do have the leap year video we'll be doing soon. There's also some Dream Address Islands that I promised that we'll be demonstrating a little bit later in the year. But for the most part, Animal Crossing New Horizons is finished, and I'm really happy with how this one turned out. This one also, I mentioned this during the finale as well, but I'm also really happy about when we started this Let's Play, because I'd been wanting to do an Animal Crossing Let's Play for a while, because, like, I'd wanted to be recorded in a way where we can have the daily uploads end on New Year's Eve, but every time we would get around to it, there'd always be like some other big projects we were actively recording on for the channel that just didn't make it Let's Play Animal Crossing a good idea at the time. And I'm really happy that we did it at this point, because not only did it start at a time in my personal life where I was going through something pretty difficult, but also give us the opportunity to still involve Mini Beanie in the Let's Play, and I'm gonna forever be grateful that she was still able to be involved in this Let's Play, because Animal Crossing was like such an important game for both of us. And Super Mario Odyssey. Yeah, this one was not time-consuming at all. Okay. So, to put into perspective what recording this game is like, so, you know how you have like those big open fields to go through? And you know how you have like a bunch of power moons to collect? Well, imagine every time you pick up a power moon, you gotta pause the video, open a text document, write down the timestamp, and then play the video again, and then keep your eyes peeled to make sure you don't miss a power moon, and then after you're done with all that, then you go through the text document to make sure everything's correct. If there's anything that's not written down properly, like if you did an edit that changed some time and things like that, you have to readjust all those. And then imagine doing all that again for regional coins. This one was fun. I loved our Mario Odyssey Let's Play. I strongly think this is our best Mario Let's Play that we've done. I really don't know if we would be able to top this one when it comes to 3D Mario projects down the road. But Mario Odyssey was such a joy to go through, and I really loved how this one turned out. The post-game, yeah, it was a pain to go through. There was a lot that went into every video, but I think that's really what made it special, because there was a lot that went into it. And I think the grand finale turned out really well, and Probably my favorite joke that I put into a video this past year was the opening of the grand finale, how it opens with the feature presentation. I really liked how that one turned out. So, Mario Odyssey was a pretty fun one. And normally we don't really talk about collabs or anything like that in these videos, but we did it last year, we do it here again. So, Splatoon 3 Versus, that was the one that we started at the end of 2022, but it mostly happened throughout 2023. This one was a pretty fun one. I think this one might be my favorite project that James and I ever did together, because we both love Splatoon, and it was just such a fun one to go through. And I love Splatoon 2 Versus as well, but when you go back and forth between those videos, you can definitely tell the quality improvement with Splatoon 3 Versus. And I really love the running jokes of, like, the songs at the end of the very episode. And I especially loved the running gag that, like, I won't spoil who won the Versus, but I just loved the running gag of not telling James where I was. I really loved the payoff for the finale. That was really great. Some other ones that were pretty fun as well. There was a Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe and the Pikmin Co-Star. Now, these ones are pretty interesting. I unfortunately wasn't able to be a part of the second recording session for Return to Dreamland Deluxe. We recorded half the game during the California trip. I think they finished it during PAX, but I wasn't able to go to PAX. I don't know if they did Pikmin, but like, Kirby's Return to Dreamland is going to be happening and returning at some point in the near future, and it's going to be pretty fun. But these ones are really fun to record. Like, I love recording, like, pretty much all our collabs on the collab channel, but there's just such a different energy when you're recording in person that it just makes it way more fun to go through. I guess I'll also touch upon that California trip as well, because that really was the highlight of my year. So, 2023 definitely was very, very, very rough in my personal life, but that California trip definitely was like a bright spot within all that. We got to go to Super Nintendo World, which I felt like a little kid the entire time we were there, because like I love Mario. Video games are like my big comfort thing, and just actually being in the world of Mario, it was so cool. Seeing all the Easter eggs and things like that, seeing the Pikmin hidden everywhere. The Mario Kart ride was pretty fun too, and doing all the games with the power-up bands and stuff like that. We eventually also went to see the Mario movie, which that's probably one of my favorite experiences going to a movie ever, because like the Mario movie, we all made fun of it when it was first announced. We all made fun of it when Chris Pratt was announced to be the voice of Mario, but the movie itself is just so fun. I loved it so much. And then we also went to Disneyland and California Adventure, and being able to go back to those parks, especially with California Adventure, and that was really where I started really being on the internet, because I would just look up updates to that expansion constantly, and the fact that I actually finally got to go see Cars Land in person was a really exciting time. And the last thing that's kind of Let's Play related, not really, but is worth mentioning, was the fact that we did our first charity stream. We did Game Changers towards the end of the year, and I'm really happy with how this turned out. So there's a couple things that I know we definitely can improve on next time we do one of these things, but overall I was really happy with how Game Changers turned out. We completely obliterated our goal. I didn't think we'd reach the original goal of 100, but we ended up like 420 or something like that. And I just really loved how these turned out. I think my favorite segments were Among Us, and especially Mario Party Superstars. There were just so many great times during Game Changers, and I'm really happy that it was as successful as it was, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it grows in the future. And speaking of the future, yeah, we have plans in the future. Woo! So, I don't know if this Let's Play is actually starting by the time this video is coming out. It might have already, but in case it hasn't, then I'll bleep it with something funny. So, we've recently started up our Let's Play of
Donkey Kong Barrel Blast.
And this one's been a pretty fun one to record. So, I hope you're looking forward to our Let's Play of
Star Fox Zero.
Going forward from that, we already did confirm during Game Changers that I have plans to Let's Play Spyro Year of the Dragon at some point this year. I don't know exactly when it's going to happen. It's not LP44, and it might not even be LP45, but it will happen at some point during 2024. So that's going to be a pretty fun one. The funny thing about that is that I had that idea since we finished Ripto's Rage in 2020. I've had this idea for 4 years now, and it's just such a silly idea, but I told myself I'd wait until an actual Year of the Dragon to Let's Play Spyro 3. So, if I do miss out on Let's playing this game, I have to wait another 12 years. Yeah, that'd be fun. And beyond that, we have a couple other projects that I don't feel like talking about at the moment because things might get delayed, but a couple of things that I can vaguely tease about. I am working on my next RPG Let's Play, and I'm really liking how this is turning out. I'm excited to see how... I'm excited to start recording this one later, either this year or early next year. But our next RPG Let's Play is going to be a pretty fun time. And I also teased last year that I was working on another big project alongside Breath of the Wild. I don't know if it's going to be bigger than Breath of the Wild. It definitely does seem like it at this point, though, because, my goodness, this is a big game. But I've been making some steady progress on this one. Some ideas that I was vaguely thinking about earlier last year, like I'm starting to see come to fruition in my notes now. And it's a pretty exciting time, so I'm looking forward to this one. And in terms of other goals I have for this year, I definitely want to try to finish Breath of the Wild. I said last year, if we didn't finish it, I'd give James permission to throw a pie at my face. And I didn't finish it, so James, if you're watching this, I like cherry. So, yeah, Breath of the Wild is going to be definitely the big one that I hope to finish this year. So that's going to be a pretty fun time all around. That's pretty much my only big goal, honestly. I do also want to continuously be consistent with the Splatoon 3 Splatfest streams. I've been really happy because so far I don't think we've missed one yet. We did miss the Global Test Fire, but I don't really know if that counts. But every Splatfest after that, we were able to do a Gator stream for. So hopefully we can continue that going forward. The Splatfests have been pretty fun, and it's given me an excuse to continue playing Splatoon 3. And the thing is, when Splatoon 3 first came out, I wasn't really that into it. Like, I liked the game, but it didn't click with me the same way Splatoon 2 had. But it's clicking with me now. I really like Splatoon 3, and I'm really looking forward to see what we do with it in the future. And now for some shoutouts! Yay! Shoutouts to my family who watches these videos and things like that. Some other folks from my family started watching within the past year as well, and I'm really happy about that. Shoutout to my co-hosts on the game channel. We got the James Rose, Gringabus Gaming, and Payne Garmin. They're always just super fun to record with, and I know I say this every now and then, but they really are just the best people to run a collab channel with, and I'm excited to see where the channel goes for in the future. And thank you to the Attacker Artists, like, especially within this past year, because you've been a great friend to talk to. Like, you've all been great friends to talk to. We've also been doing a lot more collaborative projects recently. The Attacker Artist was a huge help during Animal Crossing, so thank you for that. And we've also started working together on another project that I hope to share at some point in the future, but I don't want to be any more specific than that. And we also got Gaming with Pi, who, like 2022... wasn't really involved in the channel that much within this past year, but you're always a super awesome guy, and I always have a fun time talking with you. So hopefully we can be involved in projects in the future. So thank you, Gaming with Pi, for everything. And we also got another person to shout out this year. We have Winternet. So, hi Winternet, if you're watching this, thank you for the nice words during Game & Watch Legend of Zelda. I've been enjoying your Pokemon Generation 1 Let's Play. I stuttered a lot during that, thank you. I'm sorry about that. Basically anybody I give a shout out to, just go watch all their Let's Plays. James is doing Pokemon Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Gringabus Gaming is doing Mario Kart 8, Payne Garmin is doing Five Nights at Freddy's, Sister Location, and Plants vs. Zombies, the Dark Artist is doing Seaman, and Winternet's doing Pokemon Generation 1. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and thank you for supporting our channel in this past year. And yeah, 12 years. Did I mention that we've been doing this for 12 years now? That's a fun time. The amusing thing is that, like, I work at the Disney parks, and every now and then I'll see a family and I'll see a kid and things like that, and I'll think, my YouTube channel is older than you. I'm getting old. But thank you guys so much for watching the video, and until next time, later gator to you. Oh yeah.